Danny Phantom, the classic early 2000s cartoon, made its debut back in 2004. Over the course of its run, the show gifted us 3 fantastic seasons and a grand total of 53 episodes. Today, we're diving headfirst into the world of Danny Phantom, from its humble beginnings to its epic conclusion. So grab your favorite snacks, gear up with your gadgets, and get ready for some ghost hunting action. Meet Daniel Fenton, the offspring of Jack Fenton and Maddie Fenton. These folks are renowned ghost hunters, complete with an elaborate lab nestled in the depths of their basement. In the beginning, Danny is your typical high school student, struggling with all the usual teenage tribulations. But his life takes a wild turn when he becomes a peculiar blend of both human and ghost. This transformation occurs during a lab mishap when he stumbles into his parents' ghost portal, activating it in the process. From that moment on, Daniel takes on the remarkable role of a spectral superhero who was on a mission to safeguard Amity Park and the world from the perilous spirits that spill out from the ghost zone. All the while, he's determined to keep his alter ego, Danny Phantom, a closely guarded secret. The only 2 people who know about his powers are his best friends Sam and Tucker. Tucker is the school nerd, who basically knows everything, while Sam is your typical goth girl who bosses people around but also cares for her friends. Danny also has an older sister named Jazz, who can sometimes be overprotective of her brother. Alright, enough chattering, let's dive into the episodes now. Season 1. The show starts with Jack Fenton explaining ghost hunting to his son, Danny, and his friends, Sam and Tucker, in the lab basement. While demonstrating his inventions and the workings of the Fenton ghost portal, 2 ghosts are accidentally released. So, Danny goes ghost to rescue his friends and successfully defeats the ghost. However, Danny's transformation and battle go unnoticed by Jack. Danny's attempts to reveal his ghost powers to his parents are repeatedly thwarted by mishaps, while a ghost lunch lady at his school, angered by menu changes, kidnaps his friend Sam. In a battle to save Sam, Danny eventually loses control of his powers but manages to recapture the ghost. Meanwhile, at Fenton Works, Danny's sister Jazz tries to convince their parents to give up ghost hunting, but inadvertently rekindles their desire to catch ghosts when they see Danny in action. Danny accidentally snags a dragon ghost using his father's Fenton Ghost Fisher, and the amulet that was on the ghost ends up with popular student Paulina, who subsequently asks Danny to the school dance. However, the amulet has a dark secret, and when Paulina becomes upset, it transforms her into a dragon. Danny and his friends realize the amulet's power, leading to a series of events at the school dance where Danny, as well as Sam and Tucker, face a dragon-transformed Paulina and have to deal with the amulet's consequences. When Danny saves Paulina, it is Sam who gets affected by the amulet. Ultimately, Danny rescues her too, and he and Sam share a dance, hinting at a potential spark between the 2. Danny, Sam, and Tucker face the challenges of juggling school, ghost hunting, and Sam's study schedule. Danny's biology grade is in jeopardy, so they decide to work on an extra credit assignment at the Amity Park Zoo, where they encounter Skulker, a ghost hunter obsessed with capturing Danny for his uniqueness as a half-ghost. Skulker's pursuit leads to a chaotic confrontation at Danny's home during his mother's interview with Genius magazine. Ultimately, with some clever tactics involving a PDA and a gorilla, Danny defeats Skulker, earning his spot on the magazine cover. However, his biology grade only improves to a C, leaving him frustrated. Dash invites Danny's sister Jazz to his party, but she agrees only if Danny can also attend. When Danny accidentally releases the ghost Technus from the Fenton Ghost Weasel, he is manipulated into helping Technus with his plan for world domination. In the process, Danny becomes popular and ditches his friends Sam and Tucker. However, he realizes his mistake and, after a fight with Technus, reunites with his friends to stop the ghost. Together, they defeat Technus and teach Danny a valuable lesson about the importance of true friendship and not valuing shallow popularity. Danny helps Sam save live frogs from dissection and inadvertently gets involved in her campaign to use robotic frogs instead. However, he faces a series of mishaps, including a battle with the box ghost, being cursed with a haunted locker, and being mistaken for a bully. When a ghost named Sidney Poindexter, who endured bullying in the 1950s, becomes a vengeful spirit, he takes over Danny's body, leading to a switch of places between the two. Danny, now trapped in the ghost zone in Sidney's body, must find a way back to his world while dealing with bullying. With the help of his friends Sam and Tucker, Danny eventually regains his body and rights his wrongs. Tucker and Danny buy skateboard wheels at the Amity Park swap meet and experience ghostly chaos caused by the genie Desiree, who has the ability to grant wishes. Desiree grants Tucker's wish for ghost powers, causing a rift between him and Danny. Tucker's powers grow out of control and they have a fierce battle. Ultimately, Tucker's ghost half is captured, and they reconcile, both catching a cold, reflecting on their friendship, and learning the value of honesty and trust. Danny rushes home to beat his curfew, but encounters vulture ghosts looking for his father, Jack Fenton. After a battle and running late, he arrives home to a lecture from his parents. Jazz suggests they attend their college reunion at Vlad Master's mansion to bond and share experiences with Danny. On their journey, Jack recounts their past with Vlad, revealing a mysterious accident involving a ghost portal that hospitalized Vlad. At the reunion, Danny notices Vlad's interest in their mother, and that night, he discovers Vlad's ghostly secret, Vlad Plasmius, setting off a chain of events that leads to a showdown with Skulker. Vlad attempts to recruit Danny after learning about his ghost powers, but he refuses. After a conflict, they strike a truce, and Vlad escapes. Danny saves Maddie from Vlad's grasp, and the episode ends with his curfew remaining unchanged. Danny accidentally gets sent to the ghost zone when his parents' anniversary fight causes the Spectre Speeder to take off. In the ghost zone, he encounters Walker and is sent to a ghost prison alongside numerous ghosts he previously captured. Sam and Tucker try to rescue him, and Sam's explanation about humans passing through ghost zone objects leads to a daring rescue. They retrieve a present Danny inadvertently sent to the ghost zone and return to save the day. Jack manages to apologize to Maddie, resolving their issues, and they all reunite in time to prevent what was thought to be their parents' divorce. Danny's strange behavior and feelings of depression lead his sister Jazz to seek help from the school's guidance counselor, Penelope Spectra. Spectra, who's actually a ghost, feeds off teenage misery to maintain her youthful appearance. When Danny realizes what's happening, he confronts Spectra and her partner, Bertrand. Jazz secretly discovers Danny's secret as a ghost and helps him defeat Spectra, and in the end, she decides to keep his secret for now. Danny encounters a mischievous ghost puppy named Cujo, who can grow to a giant size. Cujo causes trouble at school, leading to Valerie Gray's father, Damon, losing his job and forcing them to move to a less expensive home. Valerie is upset and shunned by her friends, so she starts ghost hunting using weapons provided by Vlad Masters and aims to capture Danny Phantom. Meanwhile, Danny tries to train Cujo, but Valerie interferes and a battle ensues. After a series of events, Valerie becomes a ghost hunter, and Danny's secret is at risk as Valerie continues her pursuit of ghosts. Danny faces the threat of Ember McLean, a ghost rock star whose music has the power to control and manipulate people's emotions. Ember casts a spell on the students of Casper High, leading them to worship her and become her loyal fans. Despite being immune to Ember's music due to his ghost powers, Danny is eventually affected by a love spell, making him infatuated with his friend Sam. As Ember plans to hold a worldwide concert to enslave humanity, Danny, Sam, and Tucker work together to stop her. Ultimately, the gang uses Tucker's horrible singing to break the spell and capture the ghost. Danny, Tucker, and Sam's obsession with a video game leads to Danny accidentally unleashing the ghost Technus into the real world. Danny's efforts to hunt down Technus and the game addiction lead to a failed test in school and an ultimatum from his parents to improve his grades. Meanwhile, Sam, posing as the game's character Chaos, also attempts to stop Technus. As Danny faces academic challenges and is tutored by his teacher, Mr. Lancer, Sam and Tucker strive to defeat Technus in the virtual realm. When Danny finally passes his test, he re-enters the game, but to their shock, they discover that Mr. Lancer is the one who bests them, showcasing his rad gaming skills. On Halloween, Danny and Dash are tasked with decorating a haunted house by Mr. Lancer, with a bet at stake. Danny struggles to create a scary exhibit until he finds Fright Knight's sword in the ghost zone. When he removes the sword, he unintentionally releases the powerful ghost Fright Knight, who goes on a rampage. Fright Knight demands his sword back, and eventually he's sealed in a pumpkin and defeated by Danny and Sam. However, when Danny admits to cheating, Lancer awards victory to Dash and gives Danny detention. Danny faces several ghost attacks in one night, leading him to wonder why so many ghosts are appearing. It turns out that his dad's new ghost portal's genetic lock has been pressed too many times, releasing multiple ghosts into the world. One of these ghosts, Johnny 13, tries to find a host body for his girlfriend Kitty. He picks Jazz, Danny's sister, as the host, which causes tension between Danny and Johnny. As the conflict unfolds, Danny must deal with his parents, who are excited about his ghost hunting skills, while trying to protect his sister and defeat Johnny 13 and Kitty. In the end, he manages to rescue his sister with Tucker's help. The Ghost Warden Walker deploys his second-in-command, Bullet, to recapture an escaped ghost, Wolf, and orders him to find Danny Phantom. Walker unleashes chaos in Amity Park using his ghostly enforcers while instituting strict security measures in the town. When Danny's friends and family become overshadowed by Walker's goons, Danny and Wolf team up to stop the impending ghost lockdown. Despite the challenges, Danny refuses to give up his role as a ghost hero and faces off against Walker, ultimately defeating him and saving the day. Wolf gets sucked into the ghost zone, leaving Danny determined to continue protecting the world from malevolent ghosts. Danny and his friends enjoy a day at the water park until they encounter Johnny 13's ghostly Shadow, leading to a battle. When Danny defeats Shadow, he accidentally reveals his secret identity to Paulina. To his surprise, Paulina decides to keep his secret. At school, Paulina's revelation leads to Danny's newfound popularity, causing Sam to be jealous and Tucker to pursue a popular girl star. However, things take a turn when Johnny 13 interrupts Danny's date with Paulina, demanding his girlfriend Kitty back. Kitty possesses Paulina, and Danny is caught in a struggle to reunite Kitty and Johnny to prevent his secret from being exposed. With the help of his friends and a plan to make Kitty confess her love for Johnny, they manage to save the day and restore the status quo. Danny and his mother Maddie attend a science symposium, only to be lured into the clutches of Vlad Masters. While they're trapped in the mountains, Danny learns to appreciate his mom's love and understanding. Ultimately, Danny outwits Vlad and returns home, promising not to reveal the misadventures to his sister and brother. Danny and Valerie have a heated battle, but end up paired for a school project, taking care of a flour sack as if it were their baby. Skulker's attempts to get them to fight each other fail, so he decides to hunt them both. He handcuffs them together on his island, and they must work together to escape. Meanwhile, Tucker starts a babysitting business, and Sam bonds with her flour sack project. In the end, Danny and Valerie get a C for their project. Sam earns an A, and Tucker's babysitting venture comes to an end. Danny takes over as Nasty Nat at the Nasty Burger for Valerie while she continues ghost hunting. Vlad Masters, in pursuit of the powerful artifact known as the Skeleton Key, faces adversity in the ghost zone and gets stranded when his home portal explodes due to a maintenance oversight. Simultaneously, Jack Fenton intensifies his efforts to capture Danny Phantom, leading to embarrassing incidents at school and a $1 million reward for Danny's capture. Vlad orchestrates an attack involving ghost hunters and captures Danny, ultimately revealing his role in the ghost hunting frenzy. With Danny's persuasion, his father aids in rescuing their family from the clutches of the vulture ghost and Vlad. In a comical twist, Vlad obtains the skeleton key, but ends up swallowed by a giant monster in the ghost zone. When Sam's overprotective parents forbid her to attend Circus Gothica, a goth circus, she sneaks in with Danny, unaware that the ringmaster, Freak Show, possesses a ghost-controlling staff and seeks to add Danny Phantom to his entourage. Hypnotized by Freak Show's staff, Danny performs at the circus, leading Sam to discover Freak Show's control over him. Sam, Tucker, and Danny's parents eventually come to his rescue, breaking Freak Show's control and capturing him. Danny ultimately saves Sam, but they all receive punishments, and the day is saved at the cost of Mr. Lancer being left locked in a janitor's closet. Season 2. In the midst of Sam's environmental concerns clashing with Danny and Tucker's excitement over a new truck, Sam's wishes unwittingly set off a chain of events. Desiree, a ghost with the ability to grant wishes, overhears her desire for something to disrupt Paulina's party, leading to the creation of horror movie characters wreaking havoc in Amity Park. As Danny confronts these living monsters, conflicts with Sam arise, culminating in a wish that erases their friendship and Danny's ghostly powers. Sam endeavors to make Danny remember their shared history, and ultimately they reconcile. Sam's final wish reverses the chaos, restoring their memories and allowing them to attend the movie night they had promised each other. In Casper High, a giant ghost bug attacks a teacher, prompting Danny Phantom to engage it in battle. He manages to send it into an electric wire, causing it to explode into numerous smaller bugs. These bugs start infiltrating students, granting them ghost powers, including Sam and Jazz. Danny attempts to capture the bugs but fails, leading to the school being quarantined. Tucker, unaffected due to his foul-smelling cologne, joins Danny in infiltrating North Mercy Hospital, where the students are being examined. They discover that Spectra, a ghost, plans to use the students' positive qualities to create a new youthful body for herself, with Danny's genetics as the final touch. After a tough battle, Danny thwarts Spectra's plans by using Jack's DNA instead of his. Danny, Sam, and Tucker are interrupted by the arrival of a ghost pirate ship led by Captain Youngblood and his crew. They steal the Fenton Ghost Shield generator, which goes unnoticed due to a mysterious new age music broadcast that puts all adults and parents in a trance. Investigating, Danny discovers the parents have been captured by Youngblood's pirate ship, and their powers being harnessed for nefarious purposes. Working together, they confront the ghost, succeed in freeing the adults, and defeat the ghost pirates. Tucker's quick thinking imprisons the pirates on their own ship at the bottom of the sea. In pursuit of the Ring of Rage and the Crown of Fire, two powerful artifacts belonging to the formidable Ghost King Pariah Dark, Vlad Plasmius accidentally awakens Pariah. In response, Vlad crash lands at the Fenton household, and Danny's parents work on their powerful ectoskeleton battlesuit. Meanwhile, Danny faces school bullies and befriends Valerie, who shares common ground with him. The Fright Knight and Pariah Dark lead a ghost invasion of Amity Park, and the town is drawn into the ghost zone. Vlad manipulates Danny into obtaining the Ring of Rage. After Danny activates Pariah's ghostly decree, Amity Park becomes trapped in the ghost zone. Valerie rescues Vlad and Danny, but Pariah gains immense power. The Fenton ectoskeleton becomes a crucial asset, and with the help of Valerie and other ghosts, Danny confronts Pariah and ultimately seals him back in the sarcophagus. Vlad saves Danny, earning respect from Danny's family, and Amity Park recognizes Danny Phantom as a hero. While the complex dynamics between Danny, Sam, Tucker, Valerie, and Vlad continue to evolve. Danny, Sam, and Tucker intend to enjoy a ghost-free weekend, but their relaxation is disrupted when Technus escapes from an old video game and possesses various electronic devices. While trying to confront Technus, Danny splits himself into two personas: Super Danny, focused on ghostly duties, and Fun Danny, carefree and unburdened by responsibility. However, this leads to chaos as their unique traits clash. They eventually merge back into one and work together to defeat Technus 2.0, who takes control of their house and plans to drain power from the city. With teamwork and the Fenton Ghost Catcher, they capture Technus and restore their lives to normal. Jazz recounts a family camping trip marked by her growing concerns about her brother Danny's secret ghostly life and recent hallucinations. To cover Danny's ghost transformations, he uses Tucker's iPod to fake bathroom breaks, heightening Jazz's unease. During the trip, they face the ghostly pirate Youngblood, who aims to make Danny appear insane. Jazz keeps her parents distracted as Danny battles Youngblood, a ghost only visible to children. The situation escalates when Youngblood endangers the family, pushing their tent toward a river. Eventually, Danny persuades Jazz to embrace her inner child, and they save their family and capture Youngblood. Jazz concludes the story with newfound understanding and a touch of childlike fun. Danny accidentally obtains the answer sheet to the career aptitude test, leading to suspicion from his school principal, Mr. Lancer, who arranges a meeting with his parents. However, during the meeting, a tragic accident results in the loss of Danny's parents and best friends, leaving him in despair. He turns to Vlad, who offers to remove his ghostly powers, but this decision ultimately leads to the birth of Dark Danny. Dark Danny goes on a destructive rampage, becoming the most feared ghost in both the human and ghost worlds. Ghosts from the future appear in the past to prevent this calamity, prompting an encounter with Clockwork, the Master of Time. Clockwork sends Danny into the future to confront his evil self, but Dark Danny proves too formidable and traps Danny there. Dark Danny returns to the present, posing as the real Danny and causing havoc. With Jazz's help, Danny manages to return to the present just in time to engage in a fierce battle with his malevolent counterpart. During the battle, Danny discovers a new power, the Ghostly Whale, and uses it to seal Dark Danny into the Fenton Thermos. However, they still face the threat of an imminent explosion, which killed his parents in the first place. Luckily, Clockwork intervenes and offers Danny a second chance at redemption, allowing him to confess his intent to cheat on the test. When Danny makes things right, the timeline is restored, and Dark Danny is imprisoned in the Fenton Thermos, ensuring a return to normalcy. Danny is annoyed by his sister Jazz's overprotective involvement in their ghost-fighting activities. During a skirmish with Skulker, Jazz tries to help, inadvertently causing more trouble. The next day, she persists in her attempts, but Danny criticizes her skills. After an accident involving a ghostly ecto-converter, Jazz inadvertently reveals key information to Skulker. In an effort to prove herself, she ends up in Vlad Plasmius's home, leaving Danny to assume she's out fighting ghosts to show him up. However, she stumbles onto Vlad's secrets. A complex chain of events unfolds, leading to a face-off between Jazz and Danny to win Vlad's favor. In the end, Danny and Jazz outsmart Vlad, securing Jazz's place as a Team Phantom reservist. Amidst Danny's attempts to manage his budding relationship with Valerie, Technus, a ghost with an affinity for technology, poses a major threat. He uses Valerie's ghost hunting suit to create chaos at Axion Labs. Danny is forced to deal with Technus, who aims to take control of global computer systems through a satellite. Meanwhile, Valerie, initially resentful of Danny, begins to develop feelings for him, and debates giving up her ghost-hunting pursuits. As Danny rockets into space to combat Technus, Valerie follows, causing a struggle between them. In the end, Danny destroys the Technus satellite, but Valerie asks to remain friends to protect their relationship from her ghost-hunting duties. Danny is struggling to prepare for the school's physical fitness test while dealing with Skulker, a ghost hunter who continuously hunts him. After an accident involving his father's new invention, Danny's ghost powers start to fade, leaving him in a perilous situation when Skulker comes after him. To navigate the shrinking world around him, Danny teams up with Dash, a fellow student, and they must work together to avoid Skulker and return to normal size. In the end, they successfully defeat Skulker and regain their regular size, just in time for Danny and Tucker to pass the fitness test, earning Sam and Dash medals in the process. Danny is unexpectedly chosen as a judge for the Miss Teenage Happy Princess Beauty pageant during a school assembly, much to his annoyance. His newfound status as a judge leads to all the girls in Casper High trying to win his favor, causing mixed feelings among his friends and classmates. However, when it's revealed that the beauty pageant host, Dora Mattingly, is actually a dragon ghost who seeks a human bride for her brother, Sam is chosen as the bride and is taken to the ghost zone. Danny and Tucker must venture into the ghost zone to rescue her, and with the help of Dora, they manage to defeat the chauvinistic ghost prince and free Sam. In the end, Danny chooses Sam as the winner of the pageant, causing some confusion and leaving Tucker to deal with the disgruntled girls. Tucker runs for school president but feels ignored by his friends, Danny and Sam, who take charge of his campaign without considering his opinions. When Tucker accidentally summons an ancient Egyptian mummy named Hotep Ra using a mirror, he gains power and influence. However, his newfound authority goes to his head, and he treats everyone around him as servants, including Danny and Sam. In a fit of rage, Tucker transforms the entire school into an ancient Egyptian realm, with himself as the pharaoh. Danny and Sam must work together to break Hotep Ra's control and bring Tucker back to his senses. Tucker ultimately uses the scepter to restore normalcy, but withdraws from the school president race, making Dash the default winner, while his friends apologize for not listening to him. Danny, Sam, and Tucker are enjoying their time at the Nasty Burger when Jazz panics as her parents, Jack and Maddie, dressed in 80s outfits for a themed party, embarrass Danny in front of his friends. While Danny vents about his longing for more normal parents, Vlad Plasmius appears, seeking help to cure an outbreak of ectoacne. When Danny refuses, Vlad infects Sam and Tucker with the same condition. Seeking a cure, Danny goes back in time to prevent Vlad from gaining ghost powers. However, when he returns, he finds that his actions have drastically changed the present. His parents don't know him. Jack has ectoacne, and Maddie is married to Vlad. He tries to find a way to fix things, leading to a conflict with Vlad and an explosion in the ghost portal. Danny ultimately resolves the situation by using Diet Cola to cure the ectoacne in the past, restoring the original timeline. The episode ends with Danny joining his parents' 80s-themed party, appreciating his family. Vlad creates a plan to clone Danny by using his DNA, and sends out several failed clones of Danny to acquire a mid-morph sample of his DNA. Later, Danny encounters a young girl named Danny, who claims to be his third cousin once removed. While Danny is initially suspicious, he bonds with Danny over shared interest, and she reveals that she is a ghost with similar powers to Danny. Together, they fight another of Vlad's ghost clones. However, things take a darker turn when Vlad kidnaps Danny and reveals his plan to create a perfect clone. With Danny's help, Danny manages to break free. In a final battle, they confront Vlad, who tries to overpower them. Danny ultimately decides to stand by Danny, and they thwart Vlad's plans. As the episode ends, Danny promises to return, leaving Danny and his friends grateful for each other. Skulker is captured by a government organization called Guys in White while hunting a menacing ghost, leading them to seek information on Danny Phantom from his robotic suit. At the Nasty Burger, Danny's budding romance with Valerie frustrates Sam and Tucker. But their focus shifts when a foreign exchange student, Gregor, arrives and strikes up a connection with Sam. Meanwhile, Danny confronts the Guys in White and is suspicious of Gregor's sudden appearance, leading to him spying on Sam and Gregor's budding relationship. Eventually, Danny realizes the Guys in White are targeting Sam and Tucker and intervenes to protect them. Gregor's true identity is revealed as a deceiver, and he's unmasked as a part of the Guys in White, leading to a confrontation and Danny's victory. In the end, Sam and Danny rekindle their friendship, while Tucker's attempts to mimic Gregor's tactics with Paulina and Star lead to comedic failures. Danny, Sam, and Tucker eagerly prepare for their summer vacation plans. However, their vacation takes a dramatic turn when Freak Show escapes from prison with Lydia's help and uses the reality gauntlet to create chaos. The trio is forced to embark on a quest to retrieve the reality gems, which have been hidden in various locations. Along the way, they encounter dangerous situations and the guys in white, who are also after the gems. With some unexpected help from the gems and a final confrontation with Freak Show, they manage to restore reality to normal. Danny's secret identity is briefly exposed when he saves his family and friends, but he uses the gauntlet to erase their memories of the event. The episode ends with Danny enjoying the remainder of his summer vacation. Season 3. Vlad Plasmius, also known as Vlad Masters, is suspected by the guys in white of holding ghost contraband, leading to the dismantling of his well-polished manor. Danny takes amusement in this and further pranks Vlad, who retaliates with a nude appearance in front of news helicopters. Vlad subsequently runs for mayor, using his powers to impose strict rules and surveillance throughout Amity Park. Frustrated by the tight restrictions, Danny stages a protest for the return of the old Nasty Burger, which ultimately exposes Vlad as a schemer who used a duplicate ghost to make himself look good. To save face, Vlad reverses the changes he imposed, including rebuilding the Nasty Burger, and the battle between Danny and Vlad continues. Danny and his friends become lost in the ghost zone and encounter Frostbite, who helps them and entrusts them with the Infimap, a powerful teleportation device. However, Vlad desires the Infimap's power and manages to take it from them. He uses the map to travel through time and various locations, causing chaos. Danny and his friends pursue Vlad and ultimately succeed in trapping him in the Far Frozen, while also learning more about Danny's potential ice powers. They return the Infimap to its rightful place and head back to the real world as Vlad is frozen and mistaken for a statue by the citizens of Amity Park. A battle between Danny and Johnny 13 and his shadow reveals that Johnny's fight was driven by a lover's quarrel with Kitty, who believed he loved his motorcycle more than her. Skulker watches their conflict and plots to capture Danny to prove his worth to his girlfriend, Ember McLean. Meanwhile, Kitty uses her powers to make Johnny and other men disappear, except for Danny and Jack, as part of her revenge. They also possess all women, but Sam, Jazz, and Maddie, who are unaffected due to anti-ghost measures in the lab, come up with a plan to save the town. They trick the ghost girls into thinking there are still men around, and then use Maddie's invention, the Maddie Modulator, to reverse the effects. When Danny and Jack return from their fishing trip, they find an unusual catch: the giant red monster Skulker had sent to attack Danny. The Observants, an ancient group of ghosts who watch over all events, past, present, and future, put the weather ghost Vortex on trial for causing constant destruction on Earth with his malevolent weather powers. Vlad unexpectedly arrives, defeats the Observants, and frees Vortex to seek his help. Back in Amity Park, a drought plagues the city, and Vlad claims he can cure it using the spectral barometer. However, when Vortex regains control of his powers, he wreaks havoc on the city. Vlad pleads for Danny's help, and they work together to stop Vortex. During the battle, Danny absorbs some of Vortex's power, giving him control over the weather. To save the day, Danny, Tucker, and Sam chase down Vortex, and use their combined efforts to defeat him and send him back to the ghost zone. A mischievous polymorphic ghost named Amorpho wreaks havoc in Amity Park by imitating various people and causing unusual pranks. Initially jealous of Danny Phantom's popularity, Amorpho attempts to steal the spotlight by turning into Danny Fenton. However, things take a dangerous turn when Danny confronts him and a battle ensues. During the fight, they accidentally activate one of Jack's inventions, leaving Danny unable to transform back into his human form. He seeks refuge with Sam and Tucker, while Amorpho faces the challenge of being stuck in one form as well. As Amorpho impersonates Casper High's teacher, Lancer, chaos erupts in the school. Eventually, Danny and Amorpho team up to evade the pursuing Fenton parents. They fabricate a scenario where Lancer battles Danny Phantom, which distracts Jack and Maddie. In the end, they part ways, with Amorpho agreeing to leave town, and Danny keeps his secret identity intact. Sam, Tucker, and Danny confront an unusual situation where Danny cannot seem to get warm despite the warm weather. They encounter Undergrowth, a tyrannical ghost master of plant life who unleashes his fury on the construction site, seeking to destroy humanity and replace it with nature. After an intense battle, Undergrowth captures the trio using mind-controlling plant spores. Sam becomes Undergrowth's second in command, serving as a caretaker for his plants, while Danny escapes to the Ghost Zone to seek help. He reaches out to his old friend Frostbite, who helps him harness his new cryogenic powers. Danny returns to Amity Park to face Undergrowth, and defeats him by using his cryokinesis to weaken the ghost plant. All the humans are freed from Undergrowth's control, and the episode concludes with the trio sharing a lighthearted moment. Fentons are offered a substantial sum of money to sell Fenton works to the guys in white, who plan to send an anti-ecto missile through the ghost portal to destroy the ghost zone. Danny initially enjoys his family's newfound wealth, but when he discovers the danger posed by the guys in white's plan, he must set aside his luxurious lifestyle to prevent the potential obliteration of Earth and the ghost zone. With help, he foils the guys in white's scheme by diverting their missiles with a clever move, causing it to explode as harmless pink goo in their lab. And ultimately, they return Fenton works to the Fentons, while Danny reflects on the value of hard work over luxury. The Box Ghost acquires the Pandora's Box and gains the power to unleash mythological creatures, wreaking havoc in Amity Park. Danny seeks help from Pandora to stop the rampage, embarking on a journey through the Ghost Zone and encountering various mythological beings along the way. With Pandora's assistance, they recover Pandora's box, and the Box Ghost is left with the task of cleaning Pandora's gardens as punishment. Danny experiences a dream where he is admired by his peers and dates Sam. However, he awakens to find his family, friends, and the entire town of Amity Park under a sleep spell, with strange helmets attached to their heads. Investigating, he discovers the culprit is a new ghost, Nocturne, who feeds on the energy of dreams. After freeing his friends and sister from their sleep and dream-induced nightmares, they confront Nocturne at his hideout, a mattress warehouse. Unable to defeat Nocturne in the dream world, they weaken him in the real world by interrupting the dream energy flow. Ultimately, Danny and Sam use teamwork to force Nocturne awake and defeat him, saving Amity Park. They also share an awkward moment regarding their dreams, hinting at a potential love story between them. During an 8-week summer camping trip, Danny's classmates go missing, believed to be eaten by a monster. Danny, Sam, and Tucker investigate, and it's revealed that Walker is behind the scheme, using the students as bait to capture Danny. With the help of Wolf, a former enemy, they confront Walker, save the students, and close the ghost portal to the real world. In the end, Danny and Sam enjoy nature, hinting at the growing connection between them. Danny seeks Danny's help while trying to avoid Vlad, unaware that he's spying on her. Vlad hires Valerie to capture Danny, manipulating her into thinking Danny is evil. Valerie initially tries to protect Danny from Ghost, but when she realizes who Danny is, she captures her. After knocking out Danny, Valerie tortures him for Ghost-related information. Meanwhile, Vlad plans to dissect Danny to study her and create a better clone. To save Danny, Danny makes a deal with Valerie, promising her ghost information in exchange for Danny's safety. They confront Vlad, who splits into two personas, and after defeating the Plasmius clone, Danny stabilizes, thanks to a serum developed by Jack. In the end, Valerie discovers Vlad's true identity and decides to hunt him too. In the climactic 2-part episode, Danny and his friends engage in an intense battle against Vlad, who is scheming to take control of the world. Vlad has formed a team of ghost hunters known as Masters Blasters, who prove to be more efficient at capturing ghosts than Danny. Feeling dejected and thinking the world no longer needs him, Danny decides to rid himself of his ghost powers. He activates the ghost portal and seemingly erases his powers, leaving only a white streak in his hair. The situation worsens when an enormous asteroid, the Disasteroid, is on a collision course with Earth due to Vlad's actions. Vlad manipulates the situation to his advantage, revealing his ghost identity and demanding world leadership and a hefty sum of money to save the planet. However, Danny and his friends devise a plan to turn the Earth intangible to allow the Disasteroid to pass through. After an attack in the Ghost Zone, Danny regains his ghost powers and launches a global initiative with the help of people worldwide to complete the plan. In the end, they succeed in saving the Earth, but the revelation of Danny's secret and his heroism leads to worldwide celebrations, statues of Danny in various countries, and the acknowledgement of Danny Phantom as a hero. The series concludes with a touching moment between Danny and Sam as they openly express their feelings for each other, setting the stage for a promising future, despite the challenges they faced in their ghostly adventures. So, that'll be all from us. If you enjoyed the video, then leave us a like and subscribe to our channel for similar content. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at the next one.